but it certainly looks like the Alpine is trying to string together something great. He's nearly a second up already, plus 8/10 of the realm. He could yet discover something in Sector 3 as well after achieving a 30.1 in Sector 2. This is certainly looking smart here for Hayden Gullis. He could yet stamp his ticket for a trip into Q2. The seconds are ticking. 3, 2, 1. That is the checkered flag. The end of qualifying. Hayden Gullis through to 13th fastest. Doesn't reduce Alex Gillen's opportunities there in that bottom half of the 10 that we have here in the 20. As now we have Zafso going 5th fastest for the Aston Martin. Incredible stuff. Now purple in the first sector from Chesnoid Gaming. Unreal. Where has he found that? A 21.843. The AlphaTauri bringing his best, saving it to the very last moment, Scott.
Indeed, and it looks like you might have been safe without it, but you know what? At least put that statement and get yourself ready for Q2. We have seen some big names knocked out. We've seen Meraki knocked out, Dave Gaiman and Fratic, Tom 97, and Taco Man as well in 16th. We're led to believe that Tom 97 was on hard, so that's not the worst positioning for him on the hards. We'll see what he gets up to in the race. As Chesnoid has a personal best Sector 2, not purple, but still very quick for him, 29.8. He's coming through to that final section. Will we see any of the drivers rear off and have any accidents there? Hopefully not. Coming through to the finish line, what's it going to be? It's going to be 8th place with a 1:16.868.
Curbs now, looking to try and extract a little more himself. Personal improvements in the first and second sector. Looks for that additional delta to the inside. Not enough. 11th fastest. He will be out of qualifying. A 1:17.152. Higher than Noiguera, but it's not enough to land a place in Q3, but you never know. 11th place is not a bad place to start. Hayden Gullis currently at the very bottom of the pile. He's propping up the order. 15th fastest for the Giraffe as he now looks to try and cut through to the inside. Checkered flag now out as we look to now see the cars register their final laps. Can he extract more? No, he can't. 13th for the Alpine, a 1:17.257 with Chesnoid Gaming still searching for an improvement.
And Safso is not going to improve. It looks like this might be the end of his qualifying as well. The Rockstar will have to start somewhere around that 14th or 15th spot, depending on what Chesnoid can do. Noguera, someone that we looked at as being right up the top at one point, is in 13th. That car needs to get out the way, needs to get the power down. There's nothing else he can do. We're coming through to the finish line. It's going to be a 1:16.4. Puts himself into second place. Oh, George, he was nearly gone there. I feel sorry for Safso. I feel sorry for Hayden, for Curbs. Dale coming through. Can he get out? It's going to be a 1:16.8. Puts him in 9th. Alex Gillen is out, George. Alex Gillen is out.
Drama here as Mr. Dale manages to notch enough together to achieve a Q3 placement, knocking out Alex Gillen at the very last minute while the AlphaTauri prevails. The Red Bull sinks into obscurity. Fantastic work from Mr. Dale, and has now managed to once again achieve a fascinating, truly phenomenal Q3 visit. So that is all she wrote. The fastest of all, it's Rastin Chai at the very top of the order. Some incredible eliminees though, including Alex Gillen, including the Season 1 champion, Zafso, at the bottom of the pecking order in Q2 here, Scott. 21.628 in the first sector, met with a 29.337 in sector 2. Let's see what time he musters. A 1:15, that is unreal. 15.810. He does this though, doesn't he, folks? As now we see Michi Hoyer go second fastest ahead of GB68. He registers a very slow 1:18.426. But even Michi Hoyer's time of 1:16.991, it is 1.1 to nearly 1.2 seconds slower than M Sky Z's blistering 1:15. Here comes Rasin Chai, 21.8 in the first sector, 30.0 in sector 2. Makes it a 2-3 for the Mercedes team. Mr. Dale, who managed to pull off a clutch lap to land himself a place here in Q3. He's looking also reasonably smart in the opening sector, but probably not quite as quick as Noiguera, who has gone second fastest himself, a 16.3. Once again, trying to get close to M Sky Z. Can Dale put himself in the mix? Fourth fastest, 1:17 flat coming across the line. But incredible to say that he's going back to M Sky Z's time. A 1:15.8. What a time that is. A blistering lap to open his account here in Q3. As we know, see him make his way down through towards turn 15, the gulp corner. It's a big gulp indeed, as GB68 looks to try and muster in something to enlist himself potentially in the top 5. A 21.7, a 29.6. What's it going to be? It's a P3, a 1:16.285. to enlist a time that is just within half a second, but that just goes to show mSkyZ's time is a monster, but Rasin Chai could topple it. As we know, right on board with him, he's purple in the opening sector. Can he achieve it? No, he can't. Not even a 1:15 to boot. In fact, it's over 2.25 seconds, 2.25 tenths, should I say, of a second of the realm. mSkyZ's time, a sensational 1:15.8 that is not even being beaten or even in the precipice of being beaten.
Persia definitely wants this top spot, wants to share it with McLaren. McLaren's day has to get around this little bit of traffic coming through to the final corner, turn 15. Onto the straight. Look at that toe. I love to see it. Has it been enough? It's not been enough. It's going to be a 1:16.2, George.
A 1:16.2. It's not close enough even to Rasin Chai's time, nearly 4 tenths away from mSkyZ. You do have to wonder whether Perja, if he was aided or if he was hindered in those dying moments now. Michi Hoyer having his own struggles, a 22.246 in the opening sector, 29.669 in sector 2 as well. That second sector is not too bad. The first sector, though, miserable as he now heads up towards the line. Can he find out something? No, he can't. Timothy Marduk coming up towards the line as well. He's also slower in the second sector, slower in the third, but a personal improvement in the first sector. Noiguera, who has a habit of pulling clutch laps together, he'll finish 6th fastest. We have got, though, El Rey Guri, who has gone 3rd fastest. An incredible lap from him. And Mr. Dale, who has just come across the line, managing to achieve a time that puts him 8th place, relegating Michi Hoyer right to the bottom, with also joining them right at the tail end as well, that guy Vince, who goes 9th fastest. But it's mSkyZ, fastest of all. The Frenchman has done it yet again, his 3rd pole position of the season, a 1:15.810, and the sole man in the 1:15s. Rasin Chai 2nd fastest, the championship leader, a 1:16.034, and just nearly 2.25 tenths away from mSkyZ. El Rey Guri 3rd, Perja 4th, Tiamat Marduk in 5th, GB68 6th, Noiguera in 7th place. Mr. Dale finished in 8th fastest, with that guy Vince in 9th, Michi Hoyer in 10th place. And it's pedal to the metal, and it is go, 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 and Rasin Chai getting a huge launch off the line, and immediately looks to try and tackle mSkyZ into turn 1. They're going to run wheel to wheel, but it's mSkyZ with the overall lead of the race. Rasin Chai, though, goes straight away, once again through towards turn 2, and out to turn 3 as they burst through Lagos corner now. It is still SkyZ out in front, and enter El Rey Guri, who's going side by side now into Tora Vip. It's El Rey, he's going to go for the double. Can he take the race lead on the opening lap? Wide goes mSkyZ, and on the escape they'll run wheel to wheel again. Who's going to take this one? Samson corner now elevates the drivers through the middle sector, and it's El Rey Guri with the lead on the opening lap from 3rd to 1st. He's done it this time. Lap 1 of 66, El Rey Guri in front, but here comes Rasin Chai here, Scott.
And Rasin is not giving up at all in this first lap. Has actually taken 2nd place off mSkyZ, who has struggled a little bit in this first lap. Also a little bit of note to Noguera in 20th place now, something that's definitely went wrong. As we see, GB is also getting the jump on Perja. Rasin, SkyZ, El Rey in that lead. What an amazing first lap. We'll definitely have to see what is going to happen as they're basically line neck and neck. Rasin has crossed the line first, puts in that fastest lap, will take the lead. Quite crazy to see that at this moment in time. He is in first, he's looking strong. It's not the first time we've seen Rasin in first, but El Rey Guri and mSkyZ will not be taking no for an answer.
Yeah, very daring indeed now as we have a battle for the lead. El Rey Guri takes P1 away from Rasin Chai here on lap 8 of 66. Runs wide though, heading out of turn in towards turn 2, in towards turn 3. And El Rey Guri, despite taking the lead advantage, heading down towards turn 1, now running wheel to wheel. Once again with Rasin Chai, who responds brilliantly and manages to retake that lead advantage in the opening sector again. mSkyZ smells an opportunity, locking up the brakes. El Rey Guri, wider line taken. second by MSkyZ, and the sky's the limit here for MSkyZ, who pushes himself into second, gets the nose of the McLaren in front, the whole car in front now as they circle through Samsung. Second place for MSkyZ. Racing leads here in lap 8.
But El Reguri going for that move again on Skies. He has to watch that they don't slow each other down. Will he be able to do 2 cars at once? He will, before the even turn gets into that lead of the race on those medium tyres. We're looking at lap 9. Are those soft tyres getting a little bit rough now? Is the medium the better tyre at the minute?
As now once again we see an overtake for the lead, Racing Chai taking it back away from El Reguri. A chance here for Tiamat Marduk, who runs wheel to wheel with MSkyZ, and almost a revisit from back in Austria last week alone. Tiamat Marduk in front of MSkyZ, and that's a sight that MSkyZ is not going to like, because Ben, remember, he's on medium tyres. Through the course of this now, and Tiamat Marduk already opening up the door with the DRS now opening up. El Reguri now snatches back the lead advantage. He's been swapping with Racing Chai consistently through the course of the race, but obviously as this perseveres, this does not work in the favour of Racing Chai whatsoever. Will he have DRS? That's the big question. El Reguri now across the line, commencing lap 13. Tiamat Marduk on the attack of Racing Chai as well, which is music to the ears of El Reguri. Now 2 cars on medium tyres are now 1 and 2 in this timing tower, and obviously as a result of the battle, it's now put a near on 10th cushion on El Reguri, which has now been instantly eroded by Tiamat Marduk, because he's now got to put the burners on and get back to within DRS of El Reguri to give himself a chance at battling for the race lead here, Scott. As now he looks down the inside here of Tiamat Marduk. We're still running on board with him here at this stage. Now Tiamat Marduk is going to lose out on second place here, because MSkyZ committing to turn 1 has now taken P2 away, and is going to look to try and close up on El Reguri to make it business as normal for MSkyZ. Remember, he started pole position at the start of the race, lost out very early on after a very decent start from El Reguri, but now he has brought his softs back into the mix. Was it the case, Scott, that they were tyre saving earlier on? MSkyZ now going for the lead of the race and has snuffed out El Reguri for that lead spot now, coming out of turn 1 and turn 2, and now entering turn 3 at Lagos. He leads the way at Lagos as well, coming out of turn 4. So it's the Papaya McLaren who is now at the head of the field up at the front end, as now in comes Alex Gillen, looking to go wheel to wheel now with Tiamat Marduk, the 2 rivals now, as we now see Alex Gillen responding straight away, a move he needed to make against a driver on medium tyres. Tom 97 has come into the pits. He's currently, remember, he came in P6. That's a huge call from Tom 97. He's the first from the leading train to come in and make a swap. No doubt this will be a stop onto medium tyres off the softs, and he'll be looking to come out and potentially undercut everybody else, which is a very smart move, because those on the softs, I would argue, are definitely past their prime. Tom 97 on fresh rubber will have an opportunity to potentially undercut, and we all know how good his pace really is. And yes, as if by magic, in comes MSkyZ, and I tell you what, look at the list of cars that are coming in. It's MSkyZ, El Reguri as well, so we've got a driver that was on medium tyres now opting to change now. That's a really interesting call from El Reguri here, Scott.
It is very interesting, because I would have thought the point was to stay longer. But then we have Alex, who is, I believe, on the soft tires. He's decided to stay longer. So we really have a lot of different strategy decisions coming into play. And I do like a race like this.
There's Tom 97 on the right-hand side. So where is he going to feature out of all this? Because MSkyZ has come out of the pits. But what about Racing Chai further down? Tom 97 has come out right between El Reguri and Racing Chai. They met almost immediately now as they come over the crest and now take it down towards Tora Vip. Truly stunning. Tom 97 with a very great, well, very decent strategy call, and he's got the warmer rubber. He's had a lap to warm them up, so a great chance to chip down this delta and at the same time overtake El Reguri and MSkyZ. That is effectively net P3 here, Scott.
Oh, as Alex is coming into the pits, this is going to be interesting. I do think staying out that extra lap will have slowed him down. I do expect him to maybe lose a few spots, as we'll see the Engineer's putting on a new set of tyres. He's coming back out. Where will he finish? As we see SkyZ coming round to that final corner onto the straight. How well has this been for Alex? It's going to be very close. He's actually nearly at the end. It's going to be quite a move. Oh, as we have Elray. Go on, Alex has lost a few spots. Elray is taking the spot from SkyZ. Tom is right behind that, and we have Razin as well. And that has not worked out for Alex Gillen, has it?
Well, he's back in the train at the very least, but I can tell you this, that Tom 97 is all over the back of MSkyZ here at this point now. They are now nose to tail as they now head down through towards Tora Vip. Wheel to wheel they stay. Tom 97 elevates himself now up to P7. A great move. Net P2 and is now looking to chase after Elray Guri for that net lead spot. This has been a truly stellar drive by Tom 97 in this initial stint, lap 22 of 66, and Tiermet Marduk, he is following the strategy through, as is GB68, but at this point, Tiermet Marduk is the big question mark. Where will he come out in all this come the end of the race? To their name through the course of this race as well, and there's quite a few with warnings. Rasin Chai on the cusp of a penalty because he's got 3 warnings as well. Here comes Tiermet Marduk again, looking to challenge Tom 97 like he did on the previous lap, this time heading through turn 1, and the Ferrari now second place and 1.4 seconds away from Elray Guri, as now Alex Gillen also elevates himself higher than MSkyZ, 4th place for the Red Bull. To bring the Alpine down a peg or two. A mistake there from Alex Gillen. Oh, goodness me. Rear-ended, I think, as well. There was a little bit of contact with MSkyZ, I think, coming out of turn 3, which has uprooted Alex Gillen. And we've also heard that Noiguera has also crashed as well. So drama right through the grid order. I'm sure TK will go and check it out very shortly and give us a little bit of insight into that. But a huge moment here at this case, Scott. Alex Gillen, a huge moment out of turn 3.
Can he hold it long enough to maybe get some softs on? As we see,
coming
into the pit, 3 of them, George.
Yeah, incredible. Tiermet Marduk now stays out on track. We're now seeing Tom 97, Rasin Chai, Alex Gillen, all coming into the pits. Now, decision time. If you're Elray Guri, he will pass them. He'll take his place second in the timing screen. MSkyZ will move up as well. A huge undercut on MSkyZ's part. He, of course, has got to go to the end of the race. But you've got to ask yourself, if you're Elray Guri, what have I got to do? I'm in a conundrum here. On this lap, into the pits comes Elray Guri. So the decision, oh no! 5-second time penalty for Elray Guri. That is surely all she wrote. And now it's left him in lumber as he now has to make a strategy call to switch tyres. And now he is also, I think, as we see Payers out of the race. Could this be a safety car? I'm not quite sure what we're seeing. Yellow flag still lit up in sector 1. He has retired in the pit, so no concerns of a safety car. But MSkyZ in front, though he does have the penalty. Tom 97 on a very aggressive closing strategy. He's the sole man on usable soft tyres in the top 3. And at the same time, Meraki on for a potential last to first, should he be able to be a factor come the end of the race. As they head down the straight, he's not the only one either, because Rasin Chai is going to make it 3 wide. Alex Gillen, though, I think has got the move done. Nonetheless, in comes, though, now Rasin Chai looking around the outside of Alex Gillen, looking for the double in an instant, coming out of turn 1 and turn 2, in towards turn 3. Alex Gillen doing enough to defend the place as Tiermet Marduk blasts past GB68 into P6. The race is now Skies, and he's lost the race here at this point. Tom 97 is now officially on track. Your race leader here at Portimao. He managed to pull off a sensational move and has now managed to take the lead away from MSkyZ. It was coming, he was threatening it, but now on the cusp of achieving 2 race wins this campaign so far. Tom 97, he is certainly in Wonderland right now. The Alpine ascending here at the Algarve. But Tom 97, the man that we've got us come to see, certainly watch him right at the head of the order after pulling off a gargantuan strategy with all the pace as well. All the way back at China is where he took his first podium this season. He followed it up with pole and a P3 again at Azerbaijan. The next time he was on the podium was round 5, where he went to the Mystery GP after taking pole. He has now gone back-to-back with race wins here at Portimao. We haven't seen him in 2 rounds, but it is victory for Tom 97 here at the Algarve, and he will be absolutely thrilled with that. Throws him right into the title picture, even though he's going to miss a few races. Alex Gillen with enough. He takes 2nd place away from MSkyZ, who finishes in 3rd. A decent response to MSkyZ after a difficult round back at Austria. Well, let's take you through the order, folks. Top 97 is your victor, with Alex Gillen finishing in second place. M-Sky Z managed to achieve third, with Meraki down in fourth. Remember, he started from P20 and finished fourth. Timoet Marduk in fifth. Razin Chai finishing in sixth. Elray Guri seventh, with GB68 in eighth. Michi Hoyer in ninth. Safso in 10th. Dat Guy Vince finishing in 11th, with Mr. Dale 12th. Further down, Curbs in 13th. Dave Gaming 14th. Then Al Taco Man in 15th place. Chesnoid Gaming in 16th. In Frasik 17th, Noiguera 18th, Hayden Gullis marshalling together the most penalties you'll ever see in a race, with Peya also out of the race. Only one DNF that we have seen today, and that was Peya.